How many of you have specific, not imaginary, not secret, but specific goals in your office for production that everyone on the team is 100% aware of? How many of you have that? Okay, it might have been better for me to ask, how many of you do not have that? So, what are you working for? What's the point? Is your point to get up every single day, work hard, and then at the end of the day go, well, I mean, I think we did okay. Imagine going to a football game. Now, I'm gonna give you a disclaimer. I am deficient of the sports gene. My wife loves that about me. I can't imagine anything more boring than sitting and watching a 4-hour or 3-hour or 30-minute game. But I do appreciate sports. I appreciate the analogies that come out of sports because it's pretty universal. Imagine you're watching a football game and there's no scoreboard. Nobody on the sidelines keeping score. And then the time runs out. How do you determine a winner? Nicest uniforms? Who gave the best effort? Whose mom and dad brought the best treats? Yes. Somebody very proud of their treats. It's good to be proud of your treats. That's great. But what you want to do is you want to look at, why are we not keeping score? What are we afraid of? Because you cannot grow what you will not measure. In my own personal life, about 3 years ago, this really weird incident happened. I've been married, as I said in the intro, 24 years. Actually, in October, it'll be 24 years. I met my wife when I was 5 years old. We were literally backdoor neighbors. It was an arranged marriage. She's awesome. She's awesome. We have 3 kids. We had 3 kids in under 3 years. Right now, they're all out of the house, so that's cool, because I'm empty nester finally. My oldest is just turned 21 3 days ago, and then now I have a 19 and 18-year-old. Boom, boom, boom. Life got pretty busy really fast. By the way, we did not plan that. That was not like in the cards. We were like, no, we had a plan. How many of you had a plan in life and then God laughed a little? Yeah, totally. I had a plan too, absolutely. I think most of us do. And we had 3 kids in 3 years. Once we figured out what was causing it, we just stopped doing it altogether. And now I get to have an outlet with all of you, so that's awesome. Well, life happens, right? And you start just going throughout life, and we were busy raising our kids, and I was doing my career, and I was writing my book, figuring things out. And about 3 years ago, I woke up, and this crazy thing happened. I went and I looked at the mirror, and I woke up, and I was fat. And I promise you, I was not fat the day before. I remember going to bed perfectly fine, the way I always went to bed, and I woke up, I go, whoa, who is that dude? I wasn't paying attention to my numbers. I wasn't looking at the scale. Now, am I advocating you to go down a scale every single day? No. But I am advocating in your business, if you don't look at your numbers and I know many of you business owners go, oh yeah, of course I look at my numbers. But if you have a team of people who are trying to win the game with you and you are keeping score away from them or not giving them the goal of how do we get to the Super Bowl, what are you doing? You're working way too hard. It would be so much easier. Many hands make light work. Meaning, the more people we have on our team to support us and get us going and get us to the place we want to be, the easier our life will be. How many of you want an easier life? My intention here is to create a relationship with you. He said in my intro that I marker myself as the relationship expert. Why? Because I think relationships are the #1 thing that will help us get everything we want in life. Because if I look at my life, I know that ever since I was born up to this moment right here, right now, this very second, the reason I'm standing in front of you on the stage is because of a relationship I created in one way or another. And everything I want from here on out will come to me through a relationship. So we can talk about how you do things. We can talk about how to say things. We can talk about cool equipment that you get, the new and greatest way of delivering your service. We can talk about all of that. But the most important thing is, how do you build a better relationship? And so today, my intention is to build a better relationship with every single one of you. But just like all relationships, I might have to push you a little bit. I might have to make you a little uncomfortable. I might have to annoy you a little bit. Because great relationships push you to be better even when you want to stay comfortable. See, comfortable lives don't actually do anything. Comfortable businesses don't make their mark on society. And I want every single one of you to walk out of here going, how can I make my mark? In order to do that, we got to do something really important. I'm going to ask you to be willing to step a little bit outside of your comfort zone. We all live in certain comfort, and we like our zones. And some of us fool ourselves and go like, hey, you know, this is my normal, but every once in a while I'll push myself out here, but I'll come right back out here. Right? Because we fear what's over here. We fear what's on the other side of that comfort zone. As a matter of fact, how many of you have something in your mind that you've thought, man, that would be really cool to do? Something, maybe a hobby or a talent or anything like that in your head that you've thought of for a couple of years that you thought that would be neat to do. How many of you have something like that in your life? Okay, if you're not raising your hand, you need to think more in your life. Like, we're growing beings, right? Always be looking for something new. But many of us go, oh, you know what? In order to get that thing, the reason why we're waiting is because it's way over here. Like, it's not just outside our comfort zone. It's way past our comfort zone. But the truth of the matter is this. Everything we want is literally right here. And what happens is the moment we stretch ourselves past this point of, it's called perturbation. The root word is perturb. It's that moment when the coal becomes the diamond. It's just that second. We get to this place and we feel this thing that we all feel, which is uncomfortable. Some of us consider it to be painful, and we avoid pain because our brain's job is to keep us safe. The brain's job is to keep us safe at all times. And so we get to this place of discomfort and we pull back. But if we will be willing just to push ourselves a little bit, go a little bit beyond that comfort, all of a sudden something really cool happens. We have what's called growth. And then we get to put something else right here, and then right here, and right here. See, we are living organisms. Meaning, in this life, we are like plants. We're either growing or we're dying. That's it. In your life, you're either growing or dying. And the only way to grow is to push yourself past this comfort zone.